You're sleeping with the plug. Sleepy baby. I think my cheeks are like wind burned from the wind. I'm knitting something, but I'm not gonna say what I'm knitting because it's a present for someone that may or may watch. I recently got a Filofax, my prized possession. I love it so much. I would do a tour of it, but it's kind of not because I love watching people's YouTube videos where they do like Filofax tours, but mine is not aesthetically pleasing. You won't be able to read it, but like it's not very exciting. But maybe, no, actually I won't be doing that. And then I also made this is like my own dupe of a Paper Republic / Louise Carmen notebook because I wanted one, and these are the two that I have on the go right now. One of them's more for my thoughts, and then one of them is more for like drawings and ideas, and then I put like a little pocket in it and everything. I love the look of the Paper Republic ones and the Louise Carmen ones, and I know that it's an investment, but I wanted to spend my money on a Filofax instead. And then these come with me wherever I go, and it's all of my thoughts in one place, and it makes me feel organized and safe.
It's like a proper old crack. Casey Neistat over here. Whereabouts you based, man? Where are you based? Stormont. Look, one of the victims.
It's Eowyn. It's Eowyn.
Oh, okay.
Appropriating culture.
Yeah. Eowyn.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes.
I fucking hate you.
Do you like that?
That was really good.
The building was like
Send that to.
it was like some like weird
Send that to
Irish language
John Mulaney?
preservation society. And
Send this to John Mulaney.
Can you work with them?
did you put the flash up and not use it?
Yeah. John?
He's only started purring since he pointed the camera.
He loves the camera.
He also likes not being fussed.
Yeah.
Run in a crop!
Besides the Ishka, it looks really nice.
No, you're not. Ezra, no, you're not. Ezra, stop it. Stop it, Ezra. Ezra, put the camera down. Always recording, aren't you? This is a message for Big Ezra in a few years.
Big Ezra. Big Ezra doesn't want you to know this. Aww. Well, that got flagged.
And he had foot and mouth.
No.
Oh my god, it really looks like a nipple, actually.
I feel like it would get flagged.
That's asshole.
Yeah, asshole nipple.
That's nipple. Asshole
The
nipple.
rosebud.
Rust on iron.
Patina.
Patina. Pineal.
Beautiful girls.
Beautiful girls.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of Bettina and Belinda from like Muppets Christmas Carol.
Obviously.
You know?
Yeah.
I did buy another file of hacks. The reason, well, I actually don't know if I should show that. I can use it as a wallet. Keep like receipts and some stickers. It's like a mini version of this one. Well, it's not like a mini version. It's called the mini. This brings me a lot of joy. I'm not sure if this video will reach the demographic of Filofax lovers, but sponsor me. Anyway. So I asked people to ask me questions on Instagram because I don't really know what to talk about in these videos, but I want to like vlog my life and then answer questions. Some of them I'm gonna answer in this, and then some of them were like really good ideas for like videos to make. So if you did ask me a question and I don't answer it, it might be because I liked the idea more for a different video. How is it being a small artist? Is it hard making money and being full-time? I dropped out of school, and when I dropped out of school I definitely felt more of a pressure, and then when I joined college it was kind of lifted the tiniest bit because it was like, oh, I can be a student again. I would say it is primarily enjoyable, but sometimes stressful. If you could have a theme song played whenever you walked into a room, what would it be? Probably this song, wait. But the bit that comes after this bit. Any news on concerts soon? I usually post whenever I have something on my Instagram. I'm not as good posting on anything else, so if you want consistent updates of what I'm doing, Instagram would definitely be where I'll put them. I don't have any gigs right now, but there are things in the works. There are things that will be happening, so follow my Instagram to keep updated. Favorite song at the moment? One of my top songs from last year was Off My Chest by Gottschalk, and I just found it through a random playlist and I just can't stop listening to it and I love it a lot. It's a really good song. 17 Egg by Ban Rian is also another one that I've been listening to. Release the new stuff, please. I have posted, I think, 2 kind of snippets of 2 songs that are new on Instagram. I've been working on a lot of things, and hopefully I'll be able to release them soon. Yeah, release date for the new music, please, or I'll be under your bed tonight. I can't say when the release date is because that puts too much pressure on me. I'm working on some things, and that's all I can say. Favorite movie? My favorite movie is called Benjamin, and it's by the comedian Simon Amstel, and it's like semi-autobiographical. I became like very obsessed with Simon Amstel when I was 16. It like meant a lot to me because the movie itself is about an artist who makes something so good and then struggles to make something as good later on, and like feels this pressure to make something as good as the first thing that they released. And I feel that is my favorite movie because I relate, and there's like a scene where he talks to his cat and he's like, we're all right, and I do that. What's your favorite song you have made? I would say probably Palm of Your Hand and You. I think those 2 are kind of ones that I quite like. I love playing Palm of Your Hand live, and Skin, Palm of Your Hand and You would probably be like my favorite production wise and playing live wise. What's your favorite EP/album of yours? When I turned like 18 and 19, I was trying so hard to like break away from the kind of cringy ukulele music type, like archetype, and I was down on my old music a lot, and I was very self-deprecating, and I talked very badly about it and didn't like it. But recently, and by recently I mean like this year, 2025, I kind of have looked back at it and been like, it's actually not bad, and I'm proud of it. And I'm proud of the fact that I released an EP independently when I was 17, and I didn't have anyone, you know, guiding me from the industry. It was all me. And yeah, so I would say that my favorite EP of mine right now is the first one that I ever made, Is It? And then obviously I love my album. This is my merch, by the way, from the album. What's your favorite piece of merch you have released? Again, I'm gonna say that it was the first merch that I ever released, just because I did that all on my own, with the help of my mom. It felt a lot more like personal. I'm still an independent artist and stuff, but I have a lot of like my merch from the Stuck EP and from the album that I'm gonna upcycle, I think, and maybe do like drops randomly if that's something that people would like. I just love sewing and upcycling, so I wanted to do it anyway because it's fabric that I have access to. When I do the upcycled pieces of merch, I'll put it on my Instagram and my TikTok, and I'll talk about it here on YouTube as well, so that if that's something that you would like to get, then you can, because it'll be like a handmade object by me. What's an album that changed your life and how did it do so? Sling by Clairo, actually. I listened to that so much. It just came out at a time that I really loved it. It was like the soundtrack to my summer of 2021, and it just like fit so perfectly. It was so good. I listened to it so much, and it like brings me back to that time, and it brings me so much joy. I love that album. Another album, probably When the Pawn by Fiona Apple. Lush by Snail Mail. I Need to Start a Garden by Hayley Hendrix. I have lyrics from that album tattooed on my body, thankfully from one of the songs that has not gone viral on TikTok. My camera turned off mid-sentence and I don't remember what I was saying. How to stay motivated in the music scene as a queer, non-binary / female presenting artist. I think it's like taking it in ebbs and flows. It's kind of like a pendulum that swings. Sometimes everything seems to be going right and you're like getting gigs and you're making music with your friends and you're having fun. It's all good. And then there's like a quiet period of time where you're like, everything is terrible and I can't live like this. Like, I think the main thing that helps me is having other artistic endeavors that aren't music, because they can kind of bounce off each other and help motivate each other. So if I'm like struggling to do music, if I'm making a ceramic piece, or if I'm doing a stained glass piece, sometimes then I have the headspace to think about music without trying to. I don't know if that makes sense. What initially inspired you to make music? I always wanted to make music when I was younger, but there's actually a song specifically that made me want to release my own music. It was by a musician called Depressica, Fondly by Depressica, and I remember I found it. I was at my friend's house and I was having a sleepover, and it was the first sleepover I'd had with this friend in this friend group, and I couldn't sleep at all. And I had stayed awake the entire night, and I was lying down on her floor with like a blanket, and the sun came in and it was like so like, I don't know, golden and really like nice, and you know those like crisp spring mornings. And I had my headphones in and I was just scrolling on YouTube, and this like YouTube recommended this song Fondly by Depressica, and I listened to it, and I remember coming home and being like, I need to make songs like that. And I spent a while like listening to it and trying to write something that made me feel the same way as that song did. Other songs have definitely inspired me before, but that was the first time that I was like, I want to do this. I think I'll answer the rest of them in another video. So I'm sorry if I didn't answer your question, but I will make more videos. Yeah.